Okay, so I want to look at something that is a little concerning, and well, I'll just say it this way. Like, there's a rapper. I'll say it this way. I'll try to be diplomatic. There's a rapper by the name of B.O.B. who said that he believes the earth is flat. Now, the renowned astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson, of course, said that this was ridiculous and please stop saying things like that. Well, he didn't say that. I'm paraphrasing. And so here's the theory of the flat earth. This is us, like us here, the people in the land. There is a large ring of ice around all of us. A large ring of ice. That's what keeps us from falling off the earth. Is this large ring of ice. Which you would think, if this large ring of ice really truly existed around the earth, they would be the ones crying wolf, or not crying wolf, crying foul over global warming. Because if this goes away, then we all fall off. So that's the theory. This is how we're still here. This is how none of us have fallen off the earth. It's because of this ring of ice. So naturally, an astrophysicist, a person, hell, just anybody with two brain cells that actually connect, told him that this is ridiculous. And so he was saying that he was upset that people are not willing to at least have the conversation. And so what I'm saying is people do not have the conversation because this is stupid. Now, this is just me being insulting, but at some point you have to move on from things. I cannot entertain your conversation just because you want to have it when you're speaking something that has already been established and moved on. Like when we say that water is wet, I don't need you to come say water is hot. No, we're not going through all that. We're not even talking about that. We're talking about is it wet or not. And then here you come say earth is flat when everybody can say that the earth is round. So what I did is I went on NASA's Instagram page, because I follow their Instagram page, and when they take a picture of anything in space, it's kind of disheartening. You go down in the comments and it's all this, oh, this is fake, oh, this is this, and it's all stupid comments. 90% of them have nothing to do with the picture. It's just people going back and forth over ridiculous things, and it's disheartening, because I know most of them are just trolls and they're just trying to get a reaction out of people, but why? Why are you doing that? Do you really have nothing else to do? You can't go volunteer somewhere, pick up trash, paint some over graffiti or something. You have to go to a page where a person took a picture of something in space and then write, this is fake. Why are you following it? You need therapy. And I mean that seriously. You actually need therapy. Because there's something wrong with you that you would follow a space page and then say everything on it is fake. You need a hobby, a Scrabble board or something. But anyway, back to this. Why do people contest this? Why do people think that the earth is flat? What's the pushback on global warming? Why do people believe the earth is flat? That's really what I want to know. Is it just an educational system? Is this just a distraction from something? What is this? The Empress. Nurturing. Educational system. These kind of ideas should not exist. Now, you could say that Everything should be questioned. Yes, absolutely. Everything should be questioned. But once you have the answer, move on. Queen of Swords, truth, reliability. The Hierophant, this is our institutions. That's where it comes from. Nurturing in the institution, truth in the middle. We have these kind of ideas because we raise people with these kind of ideas. There's nothing wrong with wonder, wonderment. There's nothing wrong with questions. There's something wrong with getting the answer. No, excuse me. With getting the facts and then still posing the question. Because anybody can give you an answer. It can just be wrong. But once you have the objective truth, the truth that is true whether you believe it or not. Because this experiment over here, and this experiment over here, and this experiment over here, and this experiment over here, all came up with the same answer. That is the new objective truth. Because all these people came up with the same thing. They have no reason to agree, therefore they came up with the same thing. That's the new truth. Once you have that, move on. But our systems have failed. There should not be a person on earth, nowhere, that says that it's flat. Nowhere. The tower. That's the fail. That is the fail of our institutions and our nurturing. Why the nurturing? If their institution popped up, why the nurturing? Does it really just start at home? I believe there is a suppression of discovery. This is something that Neil deGrasse Tyson would say as well, is we consider ourselves intelligent because of what we regurgitate back onto a test. Not because we went out and we discovered answers. I got all A's in school, therefore I'm smart. Not keeping in mind that the word smart and intelligent are two different words. Page of Pentacles. Money is involved. When there is an institution and the nurturing becomes, when nurturing has a financial incentive, this is what you get. When everything has to be for profit. The schools I went to really came down on a person with bad attendance simply because they got paid for you being there. Not for you learning, not for you pushing out good test scores, just for you being there. The smoke screen. The Seven of Cups. You can't help but have misinformation when it all falls down. There's no nurturing in the institutions. There's no nurturing of truth. When money is involved, all you have is the violent end. And then you have the confusion and the misinformation. That's what the Seven of Cups is. The Two of Wands. The preparation to move on, to move forward. The Magician. We have the skills to do so. We have the skills, we have the know-how to eradicate misinformation. We know how to do it. It starts with these. The nurturing and the institutions. At home, teach your child that it is okay to discover. Once you find the objective truth, move on to something else. The Sun. That is what we want to see. That means misinformation is going to take a hit. The positivity, the change. Now what we need is the Knight of Swords. That's the rapid change, but you know, we'll take what we can get. 8 of Cups. So that's good. There will be an abandonment of misinformation. A walking away from just plain old stupid ideas. It is okay to think that the world is flat. It is not okay to think that it is flat once they have proven to you that it is round. Oblate spheroid, or whatever they call it. Some things just have to be true and some things just have to be false. Divorce yourself from ignorance.